This is 5 pounds of weight. If you lose this much on the scale this month, there is a massive chance you are going to look significantly worse naked. You cannot starve your way out of being skinny fat, but you can build your way out of it. Most men think, if I just lose 10 more pounds, the gut will finally disappear. So they do endless cardio. They suffer and they stay skinny fat for years. Skinny fat is not just a weight problem. It is a body composition problem. Today I'm going to show you the biological reality of why this happens to so many men, and the big 5 exercises every man needs to fix his composition permanently. Give me the next 9 minutes, and I'll save you from another year of starving yourself for 0 results. Let's get to work. Before I give you the 5 exercises, I have to show you exactly why running and starving is destroying your physique. If you skip this biology, the exercises won't work. The biology of skinny fat. You look in the mirror, see the belly, and think, I have too much fat. You may not have as much fat as you think. The bigger issue is that you don't have enough muscle underneath it. Think of a wet blanket draped over a wire hanger. It looks droopy, soft, and sad. That is your skin resting on a skeleton with no muscle tissue. But here's where the trap snaps shut. When you decide to lose the gut, by dropping your calories to 1,500 and running 5 miles a day, your body adapts. Muscle tissue is metabolically expensive. It takes a massive amount of calories just to keep alive. Body fat is metabolically cheap. It's your emergency survival battery. In a hard deficit, especially with too much cardio and not enough lifting or protein, your body has no reason to keep muscle. So you lose scale weight, but a lot of that weight comes from muscle and water, while the stubborn belly fat is the last to leave. You drop weight on the scale, but you burned away the tiny amount of muscle you had, and the gut barely moved. You are cannibalizing your own frame. You have to completely flip the biological signal. You need to tell your central nervous system, we need armor. When you put your body under heavy mechanical tension, your body is forced to build the scaffolding underneath the skin. As that muscle grows, it physically pushes against the skin, stretching it tight. It raises your resting metabolic rate, meaning you burn more calories just sitting on the couch. But you cannot do this with bouncy bicep curls and sit-ups. You need exercises that create massive mechanical tension across the largest muscles in your body. You need the big 5. These are the 5 non-negotiable movement patterns every man needs to physically reshape a skinny fat frame. The worst part of being skinny fat is the way a t-shirt clings to your stomach. To fix this, we have to build the shelf. Movement number 1, the heavy incline press. A flat chest makes a soft stomach look 10 times bigger. If we build the upper pectoral muscle, it creates a shelf right below your collarbones. When you put a shirt on, the fabric drapes straight down from your chest, completely hiding your midsection. It is the ultimate aesthetic illusion. Whether you're using heavy dumbbells at a 30-degree incline or doing the deficit push-ups from my home workout video, the rule is the same. Don't push the weight straight out. Press it up and inward, bringing your biceps towards your midline. Take the muscle through a deep, tearing stretch at the bottom. Squeeze it at the top. Build a thick upper chest, and the skinny fat look begins to vanish instantly. If the upper chest hides the belly from the front, the vertical pull hides it from the back. Movement number 2, the vertical pull. Pull-ups or heavy lat pull-downs. When you're skinny fat, your torso looks like a rectangle. Your shoulders are the exact same width as your waist. We have to break the rectangle and build the V-taper. The latissimus dorsi, your lats, are the massive sweeping muscles on the sides of your back. When they grow wide, your waist mathematically looks smaller by comparison. But 90% of men do this wrong. They grab a pull-up bar, yank with their arms, and let their shoulders roll forward into their ears. That's a bicep workout. To actually grow the lats, you have to initiate the movement with your scapula. Hang from the bar. Before you bend your elbows, pull your shoulders down and lift your chest toward the ceiling. Now drive your elbows straight down into your back pockets. A wide back is the ultimate cheat code for a small waist. Build the lats. 2 down, 3 to go. The next movement is the one most skinny fat men actively avoid, and it's the single most important exercise in the entire Big 5. Here's why. Now we fix the posture. Most skinny fat men have terrible posture Because they sit at a desk all day, their shoulders slouch, their lower back arches, and their pelvis tilts forward. This pushes the stomach out, making the gut look twice as big as it actually is. Movement number 3, the hip hinge, specifically the Romanian deadlift. The RDL builds the posterior chain, the hamstrings, the glutes, the spinal erectors. This is the heavy machinery of the human body. Grab a barbell or 2 heavy dumbbells. Keep your legs mostly straight with a slight bend in the knees. Now push your hips straight backward toward the wall behind you. Keep your chest up and your back perfectly flat. You'll feel a massive, tearing stretch in the back of your legs. Drive your hips forward to stand back up. This movement physically drags your skeleton back into better alignment. It fixes the pelvic tilt, naturally pulling your stomach inward. And because it recruits some of the largest muscles in your body, it creates a huge training stimulus and gives your frame a strong reason to build and keep muscle. If you only had time for one of the big 5, this would be it. You cannot build an elite upper body on chicken legs. Movement number 4, the deep squat. Barbell squats, leg press, or Bulgarian split squats if you train at home. The quadriceps and glutes are the largest muscle groups in your biological system. When you train them heavily, they demand a massive amount of calories to recover. Building heavy legs turns your metabolism into a furnace. A man with more muscle naturally burns more calories at rest, and training legs is one of the fastest ways to build that muscle base. Take the squat deep. Push the knees as far forward over the toes as your mobility allows. Pause at the bottom. Force the muscle fibers to stretch under load. Heavy legs change body composition more than any other movement. We finish with the core. Crunches won't solve skinny fat because they don't build the full body muscle base that changes your shape. You need to build dense, immovable core walls instead. Movement number 5, the heavy farmer's walk. This is the most functional exercise a human being can do. Grab 2 incredibly heavy dumbbells or kettlebells. Stand perfectly tall. Brace your stomach like you're about to get punched. Pin your shoulders back. Now walk. Gravity is trying to crush your spine. The weights are trying to rip your shoulders out of their sockets. Your obliques, your deep transverse abdominis, and your forearms are firing at absolute maximum capacity just to keep you upright. It strips away the soft, squishy midsection and builds a core that looks like a slab of iron. Now the part most skinny fat videos skip, the actual programming. 3 to 4 days a week, 3 to 4 sets per movement, 6 to 12 reps for the heavy lifts, the press, the pull-up, the deadlift, the squat, 10 to 20 reps for the farmer's walk, and any accessory work you add. Take every set close to failure. The final set of each exercise goes all the way. Add weight or add reps every single week. If the workout doesn't get harder, your body has no reason to keep building. That's the entire system. One final rule: stop starving yourself. If you're doing the big 5 and eating 1,500 calories a day, your body doesn't have the fuel to build the scaffolding. Eat at your maintenance calories. Don't bulk, don't cut. Start around maintenance, then adjust based on your weekly weight, waist measurement, and strength progress. Aim for roughly 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. Let the heavy lifting build the muscle. Let that new muscle slowly change your body composition over time. It's a biological process called body recomposition. It takes patience. 3 months minimum to start seeing change. 6 months for the kind of transformation that makes people ask what you've been doing. You can keep running on the treadmill, eating rabbit food, and wondering why your body looks so soft. Or you can step off the treadmill, pick up something heavy, and build some actual armor. Throw the scale away. Pick up something heavy. Build the armor. Stop starving. Start building. The next time you look in the mirror, make sure it's a different man looking back.